Subject Elements of Civil Engineering and Engineering Mechanics, Module 2, Equilibrium of Forces. Now we study the concept of equilibrium. So here a body is said to be in a state of equilibrium if the resultant of a number of forces acting on the body is 0 or on the particle is 0. Such set of forces whose resultant is 0 are called as equilibrium forces. The force which brings the set of forces in equilibrium is called as equilibriant. Equilibriant is equal to the resultant force in magnitude but opposite in nature or direction. So when a force is applied on the body moves in the direction of the applied force. If another force equal in magnitude and opposite in direction to the force causing the motion is applied on the body comes to rest. Such force which is equal and opposite to a given force is called as equilibriant. So this can be explained by the diagrammatic representation. So for example, one block is resting over the ground. So this block has been subjected to one external force F. It means that the block will move in the direction of the applied force. So if you apply another force, so equal to the magnitude of the applied force but opposite in direction along the same line of action of force, the block will comes to rest. So this state is called as the equilibrium state. The force which brings the body equilibrium is called as the equilibriant. So this is the one concept of the equilibrium force. Here the force is acting towards the body. In the second case, so this is also explained by a force which is acting away from the body. What happens? The body will move in the direction of the applied force. So if you apply another force, so which is equal to the magnitude of the applied force but opposite to this direction along the same line of action of force, the body will comes to rest. So this state is called as the concept of equilibrium. So whenever a number of forces are acting on a body, at a point, the state is called as coplanar concurrent force system. So in this case, we have to convert all those forces into algebraic sum of force in the x direction or horizontal component, algebraic sum of all the force in the vertical directions. It means that resolution of forces, the composition of forces, and afterwards we'll construct the parallelogram. The line joining the diagonally represents the resultant R. It means that the body will be moving in the direction of the resultant R. So if you apply another force P which is equal to the magnitude of the resultant R and opposite in direction along the same line of action of forces, this body will comes to rest. This will not move in any direction. So this state is called as the concept of the equilibrium. The force which brings the body to its original position is called as the equilibriant. Here, now coming to the principle of equilibrium. The principle of equilibrium states that a stationary body which is subjected to coplanar forces will be in equilibrium if the algebraic sum of all the external forces acting on the body is 0 and also the algebraic sum of moments of all the external forces including the externally applied moment is 0 in their plane. So mathematically you can say that summation f is equal to 0, summation m is equal to 0. So summation f can be split up into a horizontal component as well as the vertical component. So now coming to the equilibrium types. So practically a body is said to be in a state of its equilibrium when it comes back to its original position after it is slightly displaced from the original positions. So there are three types of equilibrium condition. One is stable equilibrium, second is unstable, and the another one is the neutral equilibrium. So first coming to the stable equilibrium, a body is said to be in its state of stable equilibrium if it returns back to its original position. So after it is slightly displaced from its original positions. So a smooth cylinder lying on a curved surface. So in this case, so if you apply a force on the body, it will come to the stable state of equilibrium. So coming to the second one, unstable equilibrium. A body is said to be in its state of unstable equilibrium if it does not return the back to its original position and heels further away. So for example, when a ball is resting on this type of the concave surface, so it will not be in a state of stable equilibrium. It will heels further away to some other place. So coming to the last one, neutral equilibrium. A body is said to be in its state of neutral equilibrium. So if it occupies a neutral position and remains rest in these positions after slightly displaced or disturbed from its original positions. For example, a smooth cylinder lying on a horizontal plane is said to be in its neutral equilibrium condition. So now coming to the equilibrium of forces. Now coming to the types of forces acting on the body. So the forces acting on the body are classified as, the one is applied force as well as the second one is non-applied forces. So first one is applied forces, are those forces which are applied externally on a body. So each force has got a definite point of contact with the body. The second one is non-applied forces. So under this category, there are two types of non-applied forces, namely self-weight of the body and also known as dead weight of the body. Second one is reactions. First one is, coming to the first one, self-weight of the body or self-weight. Every body is having its own weight which is subjected to gravitational attraction and is given by the equation W is equal to m into g, where is m is the mass of the body and g is the gravitational force. Self-weight of the body is always acting vertically downward direction and also it is passing through the center of gravity of the body. Second one, reactions are nothing but they are the self-adjusting forces which are developed by the other bodies which are in contact with the body under consideration. According to the Newton's third law of motion, every reactions are equal and opposite to the actions. The reactions adjust themselves to keep the body in equilibrium. So if the contact surface are smooth, the direction of the reaction is normal to the contact surface. So if the contact surface is rough, apart from the normal reaction, there will be another frictional force tangential to the contact surface. So in this chapter, so we are dealing with only the contact surfaces are smooth. So this is related to the concept of equilibrium of force.